Yo, what is going on, everybody? Caveman Jack back for another album reaction / review, and we are back live from the studio. Yo, hopefully you guys are having an awesome week. I'm really keen to sit down and check this album out this morning. It's a nice chill morning, so I thought I'd put on an album that kind of really highlights the songwriters of the world. Now, BOYGENIUS is a supergroup, is what they're calling it, consisting of, and I'm going to read the names just so that I get them right. So Phoebe Bridgers, which I'm well aware of. You've also got Lucy Dacus and Julien Baker. Hopefully I said those names right. BOYGENIUS created an album last year called The Record. From what I've heard, they have their own solo careers, but they released a 6-song EP a couple years ago under the name BOYGENIUS. Really cool when other songwriters can collab like this. This new album, The Record, has then gone on to get quite a lot of praise. I'm pretty sure it won a Grammy. I was really keen to check out this record when I heard it was coming out. Haven't really been able to sit down and get some time to check it out up until now, which is what we're going to do this week. We're going to be checking out The Record. 42 minutes, not an overly incredibly long album, but I'm sure we're going to get quite a lot of emotive pieces on this project. You know, I listened to Stranger in the Alps a couple of years ago. Fantastic project. A couple of years before that, I listened to Punisher when it came out. Really fantastic project. Really keen to see what Phoebe Bridgers does next. But I'm really keen to hear how this supergroup and how these girls work together to create a awesome record that has had so many people talking about it, loving it. So let's get into it. This is The Record by BOYGENIUS.
Give me everything you've got.
Some harmonies.
I'll take what I can get. I want to hear your story and be a part of it. Who would I be without you, without them? Speak to me. Until your history's no mystery to me. Thank my father before me, his mother before him. Who would I be without you, without them?
Really short, sharp, quick intro track. Not often do I get to hear songs that are really based around just harmonizing and the incredible effects that just harmonizing can have on a feeling. So emotions, you can really feel the emotion pouring out of each of the singers there. Phoebe Bridgers' voice felt like it was kind of the driver of the harmonies, but never took away from the rest of the girls. It was a nice combination there, and a really nice message as well. Who would I be without you, without them? You know, recognizing the people that have made up their stories, helped create who they are as a person, their values. Recognizing and appreciating the people that have had an influence in their life. Gonna get that indie kind of indie folk rock sound, I imagine.
It's an all-night drive from your house to Reno to the T-Bird graveyard where we play with fire. In another life we were arsonists. Mama told me that don't run on wishes, but that I should have fun. Flowers
beautiful here, this bit. The layers here just really well done. Great track. $20, man. Rolling in from Without You, Without Them, we kind of just got this up-tempo, rockier sound from the girls there. Man, I can't go past that bridge that kind of played out the song, really. And it kind of, you know, the first half of the song is really great, just collaboration of harmonies and stuff. But damn, like, we really saw how effective the girls can be working in tandem with each other on that bridge section. I thought just, it's almost like three separate songs, you know, they were all singing their own story or parts of the song that just kind of blended together to really create a beautiful outro. I like how it started really soft and the instrumentation rose, as did the vocals in terms of their intensity. By the end there, one of the girls was really screaming it. I don't know if it was Phoebe, I don't know if it was Lucy or Julien, but really kind of screaming it at the end there. And it wasn't like an off-putting scream. It was like a kind of like a raspier, kind of like a emotive scream. Instrumentally, it was a really beautiful track. And yeah, lyrically, I only caught a couple of different kind of lines that really hit me. But quite often I struggle to take in both at times. Especially kind of the rockier or more upbeat songs as well with the heavier instrumentation. But that was a really great track.
She's asleep
Where's
in
Phoebe?
the backseat, looking peaceful enough to me, but she's waking up inside a dream full of screeching tires and fire. Emily, I'm sorry, I just make it up as I go along, and I can feel myself becoming someone only you could want. Headed straight for the concrete in a nightmare.
Oh yeah, soft guitar in the back, beautiful.
Spiraling.
It's really subtle, nice.
Wanna talk. I'm sorry, baby. You know how I get when I'm wrong, and I'm 27, and I don't know who I am, but I know what I want. I'm sorry.
One thing I really love about Phoebe Bridgers' music and this record so far, it's just kind of like that wintry feel. Like I could chuck this on, you know, you can chill out, you're chilling out next to a fire. Just that kind of late night, kind of isolated. You can just take a kind of breather. They're quite emotive pieces, don't get me wrong. So if you really want to feel the emotion, you can do that. But you can also just really enjoy the instrumentation as well and the beautiful sounds that come from their voices. Phoebe kind of really drove that song. I felt like she took centerpiece on that song. And of course, once again, we're hearing those beautiful harmonies that we're able to get with the three girls working together. Lyrically, interesting track. Potential relationship breakdown or almost like a breakthrough. You know, the main protagonist of that song suggesting that they've they're a bit lost, and they can see themselves turning into someone they don't want to be. And that could be to the detriment of the relationship with Emily. The relationship itself could be the detriment and could be resulting in the protagonist losing themselves more and more, trying to become someone that only this person could love. There was a couple points there, and I think you can get that on songs that are a little bit more slower. You can hear the subtleties a little bit better. So we're hearing the guitar in that second verse come in just really nice, really kind of back, but you could feel it. And that little things like that always really connect me with the song, because the instrumentation can really speak volumes and always has in good music.
You said you wanted to feel alive, so we went to the beach. You were born in July 95 in a deadly heat. You say you're a winter bitch, but summer's in your blood. You can't help but become the sun. When you called me from the train, water freezing in your eyes, you were happy and I wasn't surprised. And it feels good to be known so well. I can't hide from you like I hide from myself.
Great line.
You already hurt my feelings 3 times in the way only you could. I remember who I am when I'm with you.
Man, that's beautiful lines, man.
Your love is tough, your love is tried and true blue.
Yeah, what a great track.
You've never done me wrong except for that one time that we don't talk about, because it doesn't matter anymore. Who won the fight? I don't know. We're not keeping score. I can't hide from you like I hide from myself. I remember who I am when I'm with you.
Great line.
Your love is tough, your love is tried and true blue.
Oh man, that is a great song. Really great feelings from that one, man. Can't help but smile on tracks like that. Really beautiful ballad. Man, True Blue, easily favorite song on the album so far. Connected with it, really uplifting, warm feeling. In the comments below, please let me know who sung that one, who drove that one, because she sounded incredible. Dang, man. We hear a lot of emotional ballads about kind of the breaking of a relationship or the breaking of a connection, and those can be really moving and really vulnerable and tough to listen to at times, in a really beautiful way. But it's also really nice when we get lovely ballads that feel like they're quite uplifting and quite hopeful, and suggest that there are very much great connections out there too. And this one here, True Blue, just the true blue. It's like, that Aussie kind of saying as well. It's true blue. It's very real. It's very authentic. That's what I feel like this album's kind of statement pieces as well. It feels very true blue. It feels very real. Each track, the girls show a very high level of vulnerability. And I think that's what kind of these indie songwriters, these folk singers, because there is quite often less instrumentation, and it's a less of a heavy mix, a lot of the time their story and the song's lyrics and the emotions that are coming from the instrumentation have to be very real. I can't hide from you like I hide from myself. Dang, man, she knows you so well. It feels so good to be known so well. This line here, I remember who I am when I'm with you. That is a beautiful line. Connection, man, is a beautiful thing. I think it's one of the greatest things we have in this world, whether it be romantically, platonically, family-based. Connection is just, I mean, it's what it's about, I reckon. It's what it's about, I reckon.
Met you at the dive bar to go shoot some pool. Make fun of the cowboys with the neck tattoos. I'm trying to be cool about it, feeling like an absolute fool about it, wishing you were kind enough to be cruel about it, telling myself I can always do without it, knowing that it probably isn't true.
I came prepared for absolution if you'd only ask. So I take some offense when you say no regrets.
Once I took your medication to know what it's like, and now I have to act like I can't read your mind. I ask you how you're doing and I let you lie, but we don't have to talk about it. I can walk you home and practice method acting. I'll pretend being with you doesn't feel like drowning, telling you it's nice to see how good you're doing, even though you know it isn't true.
Dang, that was a shorter track, but it felt like we got a verse from each of the girls. I feel like each verse was a different story. I like how the guitar really drove that song. I think that was the main point of instrumentation. If you're really into like songwriters and hearing stories, subtle instrumentation, this album it will hit for you. I think it's very emotionally driven, and I think because their voices can show such vulnerability, they can hit different ranges that don't sound completely processed. They can kind of have the imperfections. It kind of reminds me of when Tom York doesn't process his voice to the point where it's completely smooth, and I think it's reflective for a lot of artists. I think if they can show confidence in the imperfections in some of their vocal takes, obviously it still needs to sound somewhat kind of, good, but I think you guys kind of get me. I think the less processing, sometimes the better, because it feels more real. Phoebe's verse on the last verse of the song was very vulnerable. Oh, man, some of those lines, like taking your medication just so I can see how you feel or how it feels, hearing you say you're fine even though I know you're not. I can practice method acting though, that's fine. It's incredible when, artists can paint a story so well that you can put yourself in the position of the singer and you can put yourself within the story or stories within a song. And I think that song cool about it. I felt it. I felt like I was in each of those verses.
Black hole opened in the kitchen.
The drums come in.
Every clock's a different time. I
voice.
Singing boys don't cry. Do you see us getting scraped up off the pavement? I don't know why I am the way I am. Not strong enough to be your man.
Ooh. I like that.
Always an angel, never a god. 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 Always an angel, I don't know why I am the way I am. There's something in the static. I think I've been having revelations coming to in the front seat, nearly empty. Skip the exit to our street and go home.
Very powerful song, that one. I'm wondering, not strong enough, different elements there. Some lines suggested to me that it was a take on misogynism that can occur for women in their day-to-day lives. Were they addressing that at times? Like the line, like, referred to as an angel, never a god. All three girls were really attacking that song with quite a force. And again, you could feel their emotion, and you can't help but just kind of feel like a rally there. That one was, not strong enough. Just some of the lines, really great songwriting, different perspectives. I'm sure all three of the girls write their own work differently. And I think that's really good when you have a group like this, because each artist brings a different type of songwriting. Yeah, they can really create complete pieces while utilizing different skill sets. Damn, she got such a warm voice, man.
Imaginary friend, you live up in my head. So I've been making music since you told me to do it. If it isn't love, then what the fuck is it? I guess just let me pretend.
Nice. Well done. So many songs where you can just literally close your eyes and you just fall into the songs and really can appreciate them. I don't really have to say much on that track. Phoebe's voice and way of telling a story is just so effective. You feel every single word, you feel every single note. And yeah, I mean, for those people that really enjoy ballads, really enjoy this style of music, it's fantastic. And like, even, I'm getting in my feels, there's points of these songs that can really help visualize a feeling or visualize and suggest an emotion. Yeah. I mean, I talk about it a lot, but just, the power of music and how it can really create special bonds. It can create special moments of reflection.
On the on-ramp you said, if you love me, you will listen to this song. And I could tell that you were serious, so I didn't tell you were driving the wrong way on the interstate until the song was done. I might like you less now that you know me so well. Leonard Cohen once said, there's a crack in everything, that's how the light gets in. And I am not an old man having an existential crisis at a Buddhist monastery writing horny poetry. But I agree, I never thought you'd happen to me. I never thought you'd happen to me.
Just explaining how quite often connection can occur when we least expect it. But once you meet that person, you can go, oh, what the heck? Like, I didn't think this would happen. Like, like you put this into your brain that there's no chance. Like, what the heck? But then, people come in and out of your life that really help shape you and create these beautiful connections. And that song there, I mean, that line by Leonard Cohen is a great line. There's a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. And even the singer, I'm not sure who was singing that one, she said, like, I'm not, having an existential crisis, but like Leonard Cohen when he was writing this poetry, but she agrees. And I agree completely too. I think that's a beautiful line and a really great point. There is a crack in everything, and there's no problems with accepting that you have cracks everywhere. We have cracks. That's normal. No one's completely crack proof. I mean, there's a clear crack that everyone has, but besides that. Punchy this one.
Will you be a Satanist with me?
The snare is cool, eh?
Trying to score some off-brand ecstasy. Will you be an anarchist with me?
Damn, I still can't get over that drum pack. It's trippy, man. Yeah, one of the more punchiest songs we've had on this album. Like, very high energy. And as I say that, the track slows down. Great little transition though. Okay.
If you can even be seen from so far.
Just great, man. Great slowdown. I do like tracks that are able to do this, have that high energy for a large chunk of the song, and then be able to bring it down into a really nice outro. I find it more digestible, personally.
You could absolutely break my heart.
Oof.
That's how I know that we're in love. I don't need the symbol of a scar. So put down the knife. We're not swapping blood. I feel crazy in ways I never say. Will you still love me if it turns out I'm insane? I know what you'll say, but it helps to hear you say it anyway.
Beautiful lyrics, man. Beautiful. Dang, man. Your feels, bro.
Some October in the future,
Some
I'll
of that
run
string in the
out of
back.
trash TV, and I'll be feeling lonely. So I'll walk to karaoke, sing the song you wrote about me. Never once checking the words. I hope that no one sings along. I hope that I'm not a regular. If you rewrite your life, may I still play a part in the next one. Will you find me?
Man, that's...
I'll be the boy with the pink carnation pinned to my lapel, who looks like hell and asks for help. And if you do, I'll know it's you. I can't imagine you without the same smile in your eyes. There is something about you that I will always recognize. And if you don't remember, I will try to remind you of the hummingbirds. I could go on and on and on, and I will go on and on and on until it all comes back.
Man, one of those songs that feels like you could just keep listening forever. I didn't really want that song to end. Sometimes when people hear music that reminds them of a person or reminds them of a feeling, the instant reaction can sometimes be, "Oh, I don't want to hear this," because it brings back what could feel like a beautiful feeling that you may reminisce on, or you may remember really quite fondly, and you hadn't thought about for quite some time. But I think, I encourage people, and this is something I do. It's a beautiful thing when music can take you to a place, or it can remind you of a connection or an emotion. I think it's a really beautiful thing. And I think that's again, going back to how music can really make you feel certain things. And I think it's really healthy to be able to hear songs and hear music that connects you to a certain point in your life. Feel it. It's hard at times, but it's also very heartwarming. Even from the video, you could see that song really connected to me, and I thought the lines were beautiful, especially talking about seeing them in the next life, and those side of things can really be quite visual, and you can really, just painted the picture so nicely. What a beautiful song. And didn't do too much instrumentally, but we heard some strings. We heard the effective use of the guitar, the piano. Everything didn't need to do too much, because the main the main component of the song was the story and the way she sang it. And I apologize that I've only been able to register when it's Phoebe's voice. I'm not meaning any disrespect to Lucy or Julien. It's just I've never heard their voices before, and I don't actually know who is who. But yeah, great track. One of the standouts on this album for sure, which is full of standouts. It's a really great project, and I truly understand why it's had so much praise and so many people have connected to it.
Getting deep, I'm out of my depth at a public beach.
Oh, I like that, man. Why you bring in the
I
drums?
never listened, I had to see it for myself. It's salt in my lungs, holding my breath, making peace with my inevitable death. An honest fool is more bad habits than you.
That was a drum breakdown, man. Yeah, drums, as albums progress, I've really taken more and more of a note of.
Was anyone ever so young? Breaking curfew with illegal fireworks. Swimming back. See, you don't have to make it bad. Just 'cause you know how.
So you just get lost, man. So you get lost in these songs, man. So I see myself just zoning out in a good way. You fall into it.
The
Dang.
worst love song
Catch yourself.
you've ever heard.
Yeah, another really lovely track. Just ooh, how's this for a transition?
I said I think that you're special. You told me once that I'm selfish, and I kissed you hard in the dark, in the closet, and I love you. I don't know why, I just do. But you're not special, you're evil. You don't get to tell me to calm down. You don't know me. I wanna be happy. I'm ready to walk into my room without looking for you. I'll go up to the top of our building and remember my dog when I see the full moon. I can't feel it yet, but I am
Dang, what an outro there. Phoebe, every time she says a line, man, she's got such charisma and such depth in her vocals, and the way she sings, it's very Oh, you mean, yeah, I've said it a lot, but it's so easy to connect to it. Feels like there is a level of connection between the songs, but they also feel like their own story pieces as well, which I appreciate as well. There's cohesiveness in terms of the emotion and the type of songwriting we're getting, but also feels like there is a bunch of different themes and feelings that are celebrated and empowered on the record. All three girls had their standout moments, absolutely, and I think that's really cool. I mean, you got to have that. I think if you have an equal part supergroup, I think you got to have everyone playing their role and doing what they love to do and making music the way they make music. And I think that's celebrated on this album. Overall, I had a lot of fun diving into that sound. I feel like it's a late night album. I don't think it really, mornings, maybe late Arvo, that kind of vibe. But I feel like it is a really nice project to listen in isolation and take in the different emotions and feelings that the album is trying to push you to fall and feel. But yeah, overall, the girls did an incredible job. I think the album is a good length, 12 songs. I feel like we're getting a little bit of everything. I think for fans of this sound and type of songwriting, I think there is going to be something for everyone, that for those who really enjoy this sound. I think myself, I need to check out both Lucy and Julian's work, because I was a real fan of both their efforts on this album as well. Of course, I really enjoyed Phoebe's work, but I already knew that I would like that going into this project. And what was great for me is realizing how talented Julian and Lucy are, and that I need to check out their work. So let me know what you guys think of this project. I know it's been out for a while. I was hoping that Boy Genius would come to perform in Australia, but unfortunately, I think they just did a Europe and American tour, North American. So I've been lucky to see Phoebe Bridgers since I listened to Stranger in the Alps at a festival, and that was great. Like, finally seeing her in person, she had such a great stage presence, and she had so much fun, and the whole crowd was loving it. So hopefully they do a tour here, Boy Genius. That would be mad. Anyway, guys, thank you for checking out this reaction. If you're new to the channel and want to see more, I have listened to Stranger in the Alps, like I've mentioned a bunch of times in this video, so you can check that one out if you can. On top of that, I've listened to a wide range of music, so hopefully there's something for you on the channel. And if you enjoy it, feel free to hit the subscribe button, join the community. Take care, guys. This was The Record by Boy Genius. My name is Caveman Jack, and I will see y'all in the next video. Cheers.